This is part 21 of Ocarina of Time 3D. In this part, we're going to be getting a heart piece, go figure, some Gold Skulltulas.
Yep.
And actually,
that's almost every single part in the game,
It really is. And we're actually going to be going all the way back to the first dungeon in the game to get a Skulltula that we couldn't get before.
Inside the Deku Tree. And that's one of the reasons why I never completed the Gold Skulltula quest. You guys have to go all the way back to the Deku Tree. I know I never did that.
Well, that's one of many reasons why I never did.
Like there's more Skulltulas that contribute to that, but I know that was one of them because like there's that room you don't get to go in because you don't have the bombs at that time.
Yep.
And like I don't know, I completely forgot about it first couple times playing this game and never went back to it.
I will say I like going into the windmill there. The music in the windmill is actually a song we learned much later in the game. But I love. Well, actually,
I think we don't. I think we learn it pretty quickly. Actually, I think when we go down, we're not trying to spoil too much, but I think shortly after we visit the Temple of Time and kind of start the second part, I think we get the Song of Storms right around there.
Spoiler, that's what it is. The Song of
Storms. Oh, I thought you said that already. So.
No, but it is one of my favorite just themes in this game. Just love it.
It's over the whole series, really. I mean, to be honest with you. So.
Even though we're only in there for like 10 seconds.
I don't know, it reminds me of Rain. It is a very good song. You know, I don't know why we're talking about something that we don't even have yet.
Yep. Well, all we're doing right now, though, we've been here by Dodongo's Cavern, of course, many times. And I just don't think we didn't have a magic bean to plant there.
Yeah, that's probably one reason.
Or we were just saving it, we were saving the bean we had for a different location. There was some reason we didn't plant there before.
Well, the one thing that confused me like a couple parts ago, or many parts ago, I don't know how many, but like I didn't plant that magic bean right beside the cellar. I was like, why did I do that? Well, we'll actually be going back to him here in a little while.
We do.
Buying some more magic beans. I don't do it again. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say I never made a mistake twice while recording, but, like, I think I kind of was choosing the particular ones based on priority.
Probably.
Like, you know, based on how many magic beans I had. Like, which ones were ever more important. I did those first. So I think that's kind of what I'm doing right here.
I've made a lot of mistakes twice, and I'm not just talking about Zelda. Anyway.
Haven't we all? Oh, I got you talking about now. I really didn't know where you originally were going with that one. I was like, oh, yep, I understand
If it's us talking normally, it's perverted.
I think it involves women.
Well, actually, I do think maybe one of the reasons we don't plant next...
Some grenades. Like, well, you never watched Jersey Shore, so you don't understand that reference.
But I think maybe one of the reasons we never planted the one next to the cellar is we knew we'd be going back to him several times.
Yeah, that's true.
And just to Zora's River in general.
I will say, though, later on, I do have to actually go back,
transfer,
and walk all the way down there to plant that one. So,
no, that's terrible.
I'm not going to lie, I screwed up on that one, which we already talked about when we were actually there the first time. So
now, I'm a big fan. I did not know this trick.
Oh, really?
That you could get these rupees up here at the top of the drawbridge.
I've actually known this one for a while. Just one time playing the game, I wanted to do something. I needed a lot of rupees, and so I went online like, how do you get a lot of rupees? Because I don't want to mess around with trying to find a lot of rupees and finding like 5. So just looked around and like they say, hey, if you jump off this chain, you get 20 rupees every
from
single
both
time.
sides.
Yeah, you just gotta go inside to the market and then come back out and it resets.
I think it's crazy they reset. I figured it would be like a one-time deal.
There's a lot, like almost every single Zelda game has like a red rupee somewhere that if you go like in and out somewhere, it resets. A good example is, there's a lot of examples, but one I can think of is Minish Cap. And like right outside your house right there, or somewhere around your house, there's a red rupee that resets every single time you walk back in the house.
I think that's a really good idea because there are some places in the game where you need rupees to advance. And you don't want to be stuck in a situation where rupees are keeping you from advancing in the game.
I do agree. Like, it's very frustrating.
It is.
It can be really frustrating. So, I mean,
trust me, thinking back to the original Zelda, the lack of rupees has killed me several times.
There are a lot of games like where you can just like play a lot of Zelda games where you can do like a game or something like that, or like a side quest and get a lot of rupees, even though you've already got the main prize. This game doesn't really offer that. There's nowhere except the bridge you can go to like stack up on rupees after you like maybe already gotten that prize.
Obviously, we could have sat there and loaded up and gotten all the way to 500 rupees.
Yeah, that's right, we could.
But we'd have probably bored you guys.
Well, I knew how many rupees I needed for what I was going to do, so that's how many I got. Like you said, we'd rather bore you all walking through Hyrule Field than jumping off cool bridge chains.
And what we're doing actually is we're going to go buy 2 more of the magic beans.
Yes, because we're about to make our way back to the Lost Woods / Kokiri Forest.
Yep.
I think's what we're going with. Kokiri.
Yes.
All
yes.
Right. Sounds good to me.
Close enough. I'm sure we call it 4 different things throughout
we probably
game.
have.
But what we're gonna.
The very first part.
Yeah.
The very first part we called it 4 different names.
Yeah, but we kind of mentioned this a long time ago, but like those beans get more expensive the more you buy. So now they're up to the point, the next 2 we buy are going to be 40 rupees and 50 rupees. That's why we went ahead and got 100 from the draw.
Which the supply and demand model of that
It's
does not make sense whatsoever. There's only one person buying.
I don't know.
And one person selling. Whatever.
I did pretty bad in econ, so I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't do that bad, okay?
But it doesn't make sense. You would think someone else would come here and buy his magic beans, but we bought 2 and all of a sudden they were a hot seller, so...
Well, they don't know what they're going to do. At this time, we don't really know what these magic beans are going to do.
That's true.
We don't find that out until later on.
It seems like such a waste of money right now.
How many beans did you go around and plant as a child?
Oh, the first time I played this game or in real life?
In real life?
Oh, 0.
I guess if you had a garden, but like... If you knew a magic bean set, if it's magic beans, I would buy those.
Well, all I know is I never got a beanstalk out of my magic beans like Jack from the fairy tale, but that's all right.
Yeah, or Minch Cap.
Or yes,
because
exactly.
What do we plant in? How do we get those vines in Minch Cap?
We plant something.
I think we do plant something. I can't remember.
Or do we kill the?
No, it's a Kinstone Fusion.
It's
Kinstone Fusion.
Yeah.
Why we didn't know that when there's a freaking 100 of them in the game.
Don't even get me. I complained enough about that while playing.
This whole commentary's just gone downhill now. we brought up Kinstone Fusion.
No matter how tedious us running around Hyrule Field is, it's not as bad as 10 minutes of fusing freaking Kinstone.
Or the figurine quest. Yeah, try doing that one. Although, I'm not going to lie, that's a little addictive. Because there's a little bit of a gambling aspect to it. Like, when you're only betting like one, I forgot what you're betting.
One, it's not rupees, it's...
one something. God, shells. Was it shells?
The shells.
Yeah, yes. Was that it? Yeah, shells.
Something like that.
Something like that. Like, it got a little addictive, I think.
Speaking of shells, like, you just made me remember, like, we're backtracking all the way to the Deku Tree to get this Skulltula. It actually reminded me of, back in Link to the Past, that there was
I'm wondering where you're going with this.
There was a secret seashell back in the very first
Link's
dungeon.
Awakening.
Link's Awakening. I'm sorry,
Awakening.
not Link to the Past. Yeah, Link's Awakening.
I'm glad paying attention.
Me too. I mean, like, wait, there's secret seashells in Link to the Past?
We didn't catch those the whole game. Link's Awakening.
Yeah. Once you got the bombs, you could go back to the very first dungeon, Tail Cave, and get a secret seashell. This reminds me of doing that.
It's kind of like, going back to the first dungeon, it has a little nostalgia factor to it,
does.
but other than that, like, we complain a lot about backtracking.
Yep.
And this is obviously a sign of backtracking in the game. So
normally our backtracking is self-inflicted.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, this one, the game actually, if you're trying to get all 100 of the Skulltulas, this is another one of those I mentioned. There were a lot for me that kept me from getting 100%.
Like we talked about the prizes. Really, like, once you get 50, you don't even need to do it anymore. So once I got to 50 and ones like this, I was like, forget this one.
Not even worth it.
Yeah, it's not. It's a little bit of nostalgia comeback.
It is.
I do like that part, but that's really about it.
I do think it's kind of neat that, like, you need both of the items that you've gotten in the next 2 dungeons. You need the bombs and the boomerang to get the Skulltula.
You do. You're right.
So they're like, if you see this and you come back with just the bombs, they're going to laugh at you and say, nope, you got to come back again later.
Exactly. You're missing some items there, buddy.
Yep, so it's just, it could be really frustrating, but it is kind of funny, too.
The one thing I will admit about the Skulltula quest, like, obviously it's very tedious.
It is.
There are 100 of them to get, but I actually would recommend doing it. Actually, I would recommend trying to 100% this game because I played this game like 5 or 6 times before this recording.
Yep.
And, like, there was things in this game, like, or this recording that I had never been to in this game. Like, places, like, or just, like, items I got, upgrades I got. So, really, like, even though for my 7th time going through and get everything, there's a lot more to explore in Ocarina of Time than I ever thought.
There really is. And plus, I know a lot of people are just completionists, especially when it comes to video games.
Yes,
you got to think, like, a lot of the open world games now are designed for that. You have collecting stuff all throughout the game. So I think if you've got that itch to get everything, it is cool, and you explore every single like secret grotto and pathway to get those Skulltulas, because so many of them are hidden away in places like that.
You know, it adds value to the game, which kind of makes it worth, worth the money. Like,
it definitely adds
I actually got the most I could get from this game.
Yeah, it definitely adds length, because here we are back in the Deku Tree. But this wraps up part 21 of Ocarina of Time 3D.